And speaking of your manufacturing plant, when we visited, I remember, I've heard of extruders before, but I'd never seen one in action, and I was hoping to be able to have a video to play, but unfortunately, I do not. I don't have that ability to do it just right now. It's a busy day today, but these pieces of machinery, it's really quite amazing, the process. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. New Ages uses primary aluminum. Now, primary aluminum means it's never been, it doesn't have any impurities in it whatsoever. It has to be pure. We get a 6-inch diameter billet. It weighs 60 pounds. We do over 4 million pounds of aluminum a year. So you can imagine there's a hell of a lot of billet going through there. And we heat it up to about 900 degrees, and then we push it through the pug, I think is what they call it, and that heats it up to about 1100 degrees. The actual hole goes, it goes in at 6 inches, but it pushes out in a 4-inch circle is the biggest we can go. So we do make all our own shapes and dies. We have over 1,000 of them. So they'll have a die that goes in there. It will shoot out that 60-pound chunk, and it will all be that same shape. They will cut it, and then they can either keep shooting more, or they can pull that die out real quick, put a new die in and put a different shape in and keep going. So with that ability to have basically over 1,000 different shapes and dies, where my competition, they have to get maybe 8 to 10 different shapes, and then they have to buy so much of it a year to maintain it. If they don't, then they get dinged on it and they have to pay for it whether they use it or not. We've got so many shapes, just like those angles behind you or those tube uprights behind you. All of that, we shoot that ourselves. That is all made by us. Those knuckles on the corners where the pipes go into, everything. And the way, we do buy sheet material where we have to lay sheet on top of some of our frames, but still, I'm sure I could probably say 95% of what we do is extruded material. And that's what gives us the advantage over, there's nobody else can touch that in aluminum. And I don't mean to be that arrogant, but it's the truth. It's just the way it
Yeah.
is. We're very fortunate that truck stopped back in the 60s when they bought the dang thing, for heaven's sake.